Hi friends, in this video, I will share 5 questions that I would ask the calligraphy teacher if I am deciding whether or not to take that class. As an online calligraphy teacher myself, I often receive student inquiries about my courses, and they generally come in 2 categories. One category is self-doubt, and the questions will sound like, am I advanced enough for this class? How much experience of this script should I have before? Can you check my script to see if I would understand the material in this class? I have taken so-and-so's class, and I'm hoping that this is the right class for me to take my script further. Is that accurate? The other category of questions is coming from a place where you're uncertain of the value that class will bring. So the questions that stem from that uncertainty will sound like, how many minutes is the course? With the underlying assumption that if you are paying for longer amount of time, then it will deliver more value. Another form that category takes is, how long will I have access to the course? If I can have longer access, then it's more bang for the buck. None of those questions are wrong, and I know exactly where you're coming from because I was a student myself. But I want to share with you what I wish people asked me to help them decide on whether or not my courses are right for them. The first question I would ask is, what is the exemplar or exemplars that are used for the foundation of this class? What exactly will I be expecting in the handouts? What type of styles am I going to be exposed to? This will help you see if you resonate with the type of work that your teacher is using as the example, and whether or not those are the styles that resonate with what you want to create. The second question I would ask is, if I followed through, practiced faithfully, are there examples of past students or a projection of what my script might resemble? Now, I understand that for beginners, this question seems daunting because you might not know what the difference between good or bad script is, which is why you're starting to learn in the first place. And even for intermediate and advanced students, you still have blind spots on what is good and what could be better, but you're not able to see. So this question accommodates for the fact that you will probably make mistakes, enroll in the classes that don't fully help you get to where you want to go, but at least by asking, you will start to learn and see what it is that your projected goalpost is by enrolling in that course. The third question I would ask is, where did your teacher train their eyes? Who has critiqued their work? To me, having your work critiqued by another calligrapher is an important and a significant aspect in our growth. Without opening yourself up to constructive criticism in that way, it is very limiting what we can do solely on our own. So asking where they train their eye will give you a signal as to what their standards might be and what kind of training they have under their belt. And this critique is not about the fact that they sat in a large class once a year or they took somebody's class, but have they received intimate one-on-one critique with another calligrapher? Knowing where and how they trained their eyes will help you understand the kind of critique that they could bring to your work. This brings me to question number 4, which is, how will you be learning how to critique your work in the class? Whether you're learning modern calligraphy or traditional scripts, if you cannot see what you're doing wrong, your script will always be stuck. This is what I see most students struggle with throughout my calligraphy teaching journey. So knowing how big of a component in the course is focused on how to critique your own work will help you know that by the time you finish the course and sit down to practice, are you equipped with the tools you need to look at your own work and say, here is what I need to work on, here is what I already know how to do, and what are the ways that I can work on my weaknesses. Without that aspect, you will not be able to see the same amount of progress that you were expecting for the amount of effort that you're putting in. The fifth and final question I would ask the calligraphy teacher to determine whether or not their class is right for me is, what teaching method do they use? If you are a heavily visual learner and the course is largely based on written instructions, this might not be the best course for you. You can seek out, if the teacher has online instructions that are free resources, check out how they are explaining things. Is the explanation in a style that resonates with how you learn? Those are such important questions to consider as you make the decision of what course to take. So think about how you are as a student, how you learn, and see if what is being offered is a good match to you in that way. I hope you have found these questions helpful and worthy to refer back to when you make your next decision. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs if you liked, subs if you love, and I hope to see you soon with more calligraphy tips and mindset videos.